Welcome to this Windows and computer technology channel. A lot of you have been asking me what I personally think of Windows 11, the way that it is right now in this build 21996, and what do I think of its performance and general look and feel. So what this video is my personal opinion, and of course you don't have to share my opinion. I would like to first say all of those out there saying, well, this is a leak. It's not a leak. It's whatever with a skin on it, and or this thing is full of viruses and whatever. It's not. Everybody that installed it, we all know it's fine. It's a real leak from Microsoft somewhere. Those going crazy saying Microsoft is chasing everybody that has this and blah blah blah. No, they're not. They are just they just wanted the link to be gone from the original site. What they mostly want to know probably is who leaked it, because it had to be leaked from somebody in Microsoft. So obviously they wanted to know who inside Microsoft might have leaked this. But for the rest, it's the real deal. It's just probably, since it's about a month old, it's probably going to have a few more refinements that we're going to see on the Thursday event at Microsoft. My personal take on this, I actually like it. But the reason why I like it, first, is I always like new designs in the operating system. I know a lot of people don't want to have change because it's a hard thing to go through for a lot of people to always have the change and always have, the to learn things new, or why is this not at the same place it is usually, and why is this not finished there, and so on and so on. And I get the fact that for most people, you just want to have something that works, and having a start menu in the middle, on the right, on the top, on the left, on the corner, as long as it works, they just want to have something that works and that is always relatively the same. Now, the good news is you can customize this to be pretty much like the old style. You can have that start menu back on the left side, and the start menu will be kind of like a Windows 10 start menu, even though the look and feel is different. I like the design. I like the fact that the start menu, the things, live tiles. Honestly, live tiles I won't miss personally. I was not a user of live tiles. I thought live tiles were kind of cool at the beginning, with the weather and having a peek at email, and I've learned that over time, as weeks went by, I used less and less. And after reinstalling Windows or doing stuff, I never really put the live tiles back to where they were. So I got, no problems with live tiles maybe not being there anymore. I like the look. I like the feel. I like the way that they have redesigned some icons. The File Explorer. I like the idea of having widgets available at some point. So this is nice, obviously, to see that maybe third-party widgets will be there. So you might have different little widgets you can add to your PC if you want, with different options and different functionalities. It's obviously going to be a little more than that when it arrives, but rounded edges, and I find it kind of nice. A lot of people have been complaining, well, the rounded edges and the windows with rounded edges and the squares with rounded edges. Honestly, it adds a little something that I kind of like. It's a visual. It could still be square stuff. It doesn't really matter. But I kind of like it, and I kind of like the design of it. Like I said, I was okay with the design of the new icons, for example, for the File Explorer. Maybe they could have, they're going to be tweaked over time and probably going to have some changes. But for the basic change that it is, which is really a user interface overall with the Sun Valley and a mix of Windows 10X in there, it's okay. The complaints that I see most from people is really the fact that underneath it's still Windows 10, and it is Windows 10. Let's face it, this is Windows 10 with a new UI. That's all. The basic interface underneath is still the same. The options are still the same for the most part. It does feel faster. I have to say that even on this PC that I'm doing the video, which is not very powerful, it feels crisp and fast and much better in performance. Honestly, the fact that they went mostly for a cosmetic change rather than anything in Windows, well, it was to be expected. Honestly, I was not expecting a huge new Windows with a very different interface and a very different underneath the hood changes, and that was not going to happen, and that was obvious. And I think a lot of people, one day they hear this is the new Windows, kind of thought, well, new thing, Windows 10 is scrapped and we're going somewhere else. That was not going to happen. That was obvious. But it depends where on the scale of what you want with Windows you are. This is mostly cosmetic. There will be probably a few new things added with maybe that we'll learn on Thursday, but don't expect that much more. And don't expect that it's going to be very different on Thursday or even when it's out in the fall from what we have right now. Underneath, it's still going to be Windows 10. There's still going to be a control panel. It's part of the way things are. There's still some inconsistencies within the menus and the different places you go. That has not changed. But remember that this is the first step of Windows 11, because Windows 11 will probably have updates. And that is going to, add and change the feel and change some of the stuff that we have and that we'll be using in the operating system. But overall, personally, I find that nice. I find that the design change is nice. And I'm kind of happy with, Windows 11. But of course, we'll have more videos talking about different things that a lot of you are, talking about and wondering why. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.